Namaste to all. A very, very important and interesting question. The questioner is asking, or is first commenting that I understand that Almighty God says in the Vedas that idol worship is prohibited. I also understand that God is formless. I also understand the warning of Almighty God in Yajurveda 40th chapter that if you do idol worship, Almighty God punishes severely. I understand all those things, but tell me, how can we do dhyana or meditation without an object in front of us? A very useful and a beautiful question. We have to understand, I am trying to explain to you from the knowledge what I have gained from my Acharya's book, Patanjali Yoga Darshan and various pravachan. I am trying to explain in short. You can ask me more questions in the comments if you want. So before coming to the point, actually we have to understand, like example, space does not have a shape, but still we are able to comprehend it or understand it in a way. Sound has no form, but still we are able to understand it in a way. Similarly, soul does not have a form. We are able to understand what is Jivatma, etc. How? These are all possible by our knowledge. With knowledge, even we are able to understand atom. Atom does not have a form. We cannot see atom by eyes. But still we are able to comprehend or understand what is atom by means of knowledge. So the first answer to this question is, what we have been thinking as meditation is really not meditation or dhyana. Dhyana has to be really understood only from an acharya who has attained samadhi, because samadhi is the next stage of dhyana. So one who has crossed the stage of dhyana, from them only we can understand what is dhyana. That's what Almighty God says in the Vedas, Yajurveda, iti shushruma dhiranam. Dhiranam are those people who have crossed the stage of dhyana and attained samadhi. Maharishi Patanjali in his Yoga Shastra says beautifully, Tatra Pratyaik Tanata Dhyanam. And Sankhya Shastra Kapil Muni says, Dhyanam Nirvishayam Manaha. So dhyana is not that which we are understanding, okay, there is an idol and then we are focusing on that. No, that is not dhyana. Dhyana is a different process that is explained in the Vedic scriptures. So first Tatra Pratyaik Tanata Dhyanam. Before understanding dhyana, we have to understand that dhyana is the 7th stage of Ashtanga Yoga. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar. Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. So before dhyana, we have to understand what is dharana. Dharana means Desh Bandasya Chittasya Dharana. Vyas Muni and Maharishi Patanjali very beautifully says that dharana is possible in Desh only inside the body. Desh means a location inside your body. That location will be told to us. That is a secret. That location is told to us by an acharya who has attained samadhi. There is a location inside the body, and in that location, Desh, Bandasya. Bandasya means tying. Tying like a knot. We tie knot, right? Similarly, tying. Chittasya. Tying the chit in that place will result in what is called as dharana. So tying the mind or chit in that desh, in that place, is called as dharana. And then Maharishi Patanjali says this dharana, tatra pratyaik tanata dhyanam. Tatra means that dharana, pratyaik tanata. By continuous effort of dharana, dhyana will happen automatically. But Pratyaik Tanata has very deep secret inside it. My Acharya, Swami Ramswarup Yogacharya, in his Patanjali Yoga Darshan commentary in Hindi, has explained this Pratyaik Tanata in 3-4 pages. Really beautiful secrets he has mentioned. I will try to summarize in short. Pratyaya means knowledge. Ek Tanata means the soul, the Jivatma who is trying to do dhyana, and the chit becomes one there. There is no duality there. There is only non-dual. Ek Tanata. It becomes one. The soul and the chit becomes one. And then there is a knowledge. What knowledge is there? The knowledge of the yogi or the aspirant is doing dhyana, but he has the knowledge of two things. He knows that he is meditating and he knows that what he is meditating. What he is meditating is Almighty God. He knows that he is meditating. He is Jivatma. He knows that he is Jivatma. I am meditating on that Paramatma. And other than these two objects, there is nothing else in this world at that point of time for that yogi. That means the entire universe disappears for him. Meaning, if somebody is shouting, somebody is dancing, somebody is playing music, nothing that yogi hears when he is in dhyanam. That is called as dhyana. Nirvishayam manaha. There is no other object, there is no other disturbance, there is no other subject or worry or tension. Nothing else exists inside that yogi's mind at that point of time other than the object of the meditation. The object of the meditation is Almighty God. This is called as dhyana. So going back from dhyana to dharana, we have to understand Patanjali Muni says, Desh bandhasya, you should focus on inside your body, not outside your body. So focusing on an idol, focusing on a point in a wall, focusing on a lamp which is burning, these kind of things will take our chitta vritti outside us. It will destroy us. It will secure that we are taking another birth of Shudra Yoni. That means like lion, tiger, cat, or dog, or animal, or plants, insects, etc., etc. By focusing outside, we will take birth in the Shudra Yonis. We can never come to Devi Yoni. That we have to understand very clearly, because this is the secret of dhyana. Unfortunately, we are learning dhyana from so-called munis, rishis. So-called means they are self-declared. They are saying that I am yogi. I have attained samadhi, so I am yogi. Somebody is saying that I am rishi. Somebody is saying I am Sri Sri. Somebody is saying I am Swami. Whereas Almighty God says in Atharvaveda that after realizing me, I make that person Brahman, I make that person Rishi, I make that person Yogi, I make his intellect pious, I give the knowledge of Vedas to that person. This is told in Atharvaveda by Almighty God after attaining Samadhi. Since we are learning dhyana from these people go to a temple and say that, see, this is the Murti of Lord Shiva, this is the Murti of Brahma, Vishnu, whatever it is. You focus on this. This is called as dhyana. No, that is not dhyana. Dhyana means, we have to understand, dhyana is possible only after dharana. Dharana is always possible only inside our body. So how can I do meditation in an idol? Actually, meditation is impossible in an idol, because when we do meditation in an idol, our concentration will be on the eyes of the idol sometimes, sometime in the ear, sometime in the chin, sometime in the body, sometime in the cloth, sometime in the color of the cloth. So that is going to destroy our meditation, and that is going to destroy our yonis, destroy our human birth. So this has to be clearly understood, because Almighty God says in the Vedas very clearly that I am formless. So you have to focus inside you, and I am inside you. God says Tadantarasya, I am inside you. So focus on the point where you and me exist. God exists and we exist inside our body, not outside our body. Please understand that. That's why idol worship is prohibited. And secondly, God is formless. How can you draw a formless object? You cannot draw. You can draw sun, moon, etc. because it has a form. So God is formless. So why should we make a form of Almighty God and then focus on that form, which is not Almighty God? So this has to be clearly understood. So we should always do dharana within ourselves, and that dharana has to be learned from an acharya, because without knowledge, without this knowledge of dharana, we cannot proceed to dhyana. Even for understanding an atom, we should understand the knowledge about the atom. Okay, atom means there is a nucleus, there is a proton, electron, neutron, gluon, etc., etc., etc. So what we think as dhyana is not dhyana. What we think as dhyana is something else, which is ajnana actually. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.